today is the big day because what I did was I just went back and I kind of just rewrote some of the problems. All right, so you would have practice. All right, most of these we've seen or something very similar. So we're just going to go around the room today and we're going to read it, and then you're going to tell me what to do. Remember, you write your equation, or not your equation, but you write how you solve the problem, and then write the proper units.
Are we going over the odds?
Yes. All right. We're going to go over the odds, and then in my other class, I'm going to go through the evens. All right. Actually, you know what I might do? How many questions are there? Oh, there's 28. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do as many with you as I can, 1 through whatever, and then with my other class, I'll just finish it up. Is everybody with me?
Yeah.
All right. We might be able to get it done because there's only 28, but you got to work with me now. All right. Here we go. So it says Alex walked 5 5/12 miles on Wednesday and 7 11/12 miles on Thursday. What was the total miles Alex walked during those 2 days? What do I do?
You do 5 and 5/12 plus 7 and 11/24.
All righty. And so that gave me a grand total of
12 and
12 and 7/8
Yeah.
miles. 12 and 7/8 miles. Does anybody have any questions or any problems? All right. So now we're going to go ahead and do number 2, even though you may not have done it last night. Is everybody with me? All right. So let's talk about number 2. It says a rectangular lot measures 12 4/5 feet wide, 3 3/8 feet long. Now I have to find 2, the area and the perimeter. So how do I find the area? Area is, Julian?
The area is 12 4/5 times 13 3/8.
Good job. Which is?
171 and 1/5.
And that would be what? Square feet. Is everybody with me on this? So far, so good? All right. Now, who remembers the perimeter? Who remembers the perimeter? What do I have to do?
Don't you add up like all the sides?
That's what perimeter means. Add up all the sides. Now, how many lengths are there?
Huh?
How many lengths would there be? And how many
4.
widths?
There would be 2 lengths and there would be 2 widths.
Right. So the perimeter formula is actually this. 2L plus 2W. Does that make sense? Right? So now I want you to write P equals 2 times 12 and 4/5 plus 2 times 13 and 3/8. So everybody needs to do that on the calculator real quick. All right? Type that on the calculator. And somebody told me it's what? 52 and 7 over what? I can't hear you. 20. And that would be, you're correct. That would be in feet. All right? Now listen, again, I keep trying to tell everybody, don't let me do the work. It's not doing any good for me to just write the answer up here and you just say, okay, and you just write that down. Practice typing it on your calculator. Make sure you know what we're doing. All right, the problems aren't going to be any different, just different numbers. All right, and right now, you can kind of give yourself a check if you got it right. If you made a careless mistake, you should make yourself a note and then go back tonight and redo the ones that you made a mistake on. All right, be honest with yourself. All right, now number 3, it says, of the 520 seniors, approximately 4/5 will be attending college. All right? So how many people are approximately going to be attending college? What do I do? Somebody else. Well, hold on. No, right here. 500 of the 520. Now remember, what did we talk about yesterday? Of meant what?
Multiplication?
Yes. You with me on this? Right? That's okay. That's all right. So what I want you to do is we're going to do 520 times 4/5. And what does that come out to be? Go ahead.
416.
About 416, right? So 416 are attending college. Now it says, and approximately half of those going to college will be attending state college. All right? So how many are going to a state college? What would I have to do next? Julian, what do I have to do?
Divide 416 by 1/2.
Divide by 1/2?
Or multiply.
Yeah, because again, tell me, of, right. So we're going of here. Again, so now we're doing 416 times 1/2. And that worked out to be what? So we would say 208 are going to what? State college. All right? That's an excellent question. All right? Remember, when they give you the total, all right, you're trying to find the part, you're going to multiply. All right? Be real careful. Any questions? Girls, you okay back there? All right. Here we go. Number 4. It says, you need to make 6 phone calls. Each phone call will last 3 2/3 minutes. All right? How long will you be on the phone to make the phone calls? Avery, what do you got? Well, come on, tell me what you think. I just read it to you. You're smart enough to tell me what the answer is. You're making 6 phone calls. Each one lasts 3 2/3 minutes. So what do I have to do? Okay, so now look right here. Look up, look up. Here's my first phone call. That's going to be 3 2/3 minutes. My next one is what? 3 2/3. My next one is what? So what am I going to actually do? Don't let her do it. Why am I going to multiply though? Because you could say what? You could say 3 2/3 plus 3 2/3 plus 3 2/3 6 times, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense now to you, right? All right. So your answer is 6 times 3 2/3. And Julie, what was that? 22 what?
Minutes.
Yes. 22 minutes you're going to be on the phone. All right. Now remember what I told you. If we're not sure, we can draw it out, and the picture will explain to us how we solved it. All right? Please be careful with that. All right? Next, number 5. It says, a bakery makes 12 pies. The bakery sells pies in pieces of 1/4. So each pie has how many pieces? 4 slices. So if you have what? 12 pies, how many slices do you have? 48. Come on. Boys, what are you guys doing back there? Are you guys with me?
Yes.
All right, come on. Everybody's got to be with me. All right. Does everybody understand we're just going 48? You have 48 pieces. Is everybody good with that? Now it says, how many pieces can they sell, well, from the 12 pies? That would be what? 48. All right. Now, how did we get that? We did 12 times 4 was equal to the 48. All right. Or you could have also said this. It's literally taking the 12 and you're dividing them into what? Quarters. Does everybody see that? And if you do 12 divided by 1/4, you would see that's the same as 48. But I don't see it like that. I just say I know every pie has 4 pieces. And if there's 12 pies, that gives me 48 slices. All right? Now, if they have 50 customers, will they have enough?
No.
No, they will be what?
They will have 2 that don't get
Right, they'll be 2 short. All right? They'll be 2 pieces short. Is everybody good with that?
Yes.
Okay. So now, here's another really good problem. It says, what is the length of a rectangle that has an area of 32 1/4 feet and the width is 6 2/3? We need to find the length, Colin. Do you remember how to do this one?
Yes.
What do I do?
First, we draw a rectangle.
First, you draw a rectangle. Good. And now what?
Now, inside the rectangle, we shall put 3 32, 1 over 4.
Yes. Perfect. What else should I put down?
Then we put 6, 2 over 3rd.
That's right. 6 2/3. Right? So how do I find the length?
Find the length. We must do the area. The area, which is 32 fourths, 32 1/4,
That's right.
equals 6 2/3.
Very good. So how do I solve that now? Now, Colin, how do I undo multiplication?
We divide.
That's correct. Very good. So your length is 32 1/4 divided by 6 2/3. All right. And somebody tell me what that is.
467.
Let's do it as a mixed fraction.
387 over 80.
No, that's not mixed. That's improper.
No.
What did-
467.
Oh, I thought you said 467. I'm sorry. 4 and what?
67 over 80.
467 over 80. And that would be feet. Colin, is that good for you? All right. Is everybody okay with that being 467/80?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Number 7. It says you need 2 1/3 cups of flour for a recipe, but you have only 1/3 of a measuring cup. Ooh, we did something like this yesterday. So how many times will you need to use your measuring cup to get the full amount? Now, I was hoping you could just kind of reason through this one without doing it. What did you think?
I did 2 1/3.
You're awesome, girl. 2 1/3 divided by 1/3 is equal to what? 7. All right. Now, you will have to measure it what? 7 times. All right. Not 7 cups, though. You with me on this, right?
Yep.
7 times. Very good. All right. Who can tell me how to find the average again? Max, how do I find the average?
You add them all up and then you divide by like how many there are.
Right. How many are there in this one?
There's 2 right? There's 7. Like there's 2 measures.
No, I'm on number 8.
Oh, you're on the right. My bad. There's 5.
All right. So to find the average, go ahead. Everybody, just you type it in real quick on your calculator, and then tell me what the average is. We're waiting for you. Remember, at the end, you have to hit the equal button before you hit divide or be wrong. I'm waiting for Max.
Wait, I'm on the last one.
All right, so go back and do it again.
30.
What did you?
34 and 149 over 150.
3. What did you say?
34 and 149 over 150.
Did anybody else get that? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. Very good. Very good. All right, remember, you have to add them up, then you hit the equal button, and then you divide by 5. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. So again, just to make sure, 24 1/2 plus 34 2/3 plus 50 3/4 plus 36 4/5 plus 28 1/4, and then we're going to divide that by what? Divide that by 5. But you have to hit the equal button first. Hit the equal button first. All right? All right, let's continue on. This isn't bad. All right, Miss John wants to make us some chili. The recipe calls for 2 3/4 cups of chopped tomatoes. She has 1 7/8 cups of chopped tomatoes. How much more does she need? How much more does she need? Abby, how do I figure this one out?
So added 2 and 3/4
Yes, exactly. 2 3/4 minus 1 7/8. And what did you get?
I got
7/8 what? 7/8 cups, right? 7/8 of a cup. All right. And do we really want her to make chili? Of course, because we love chili. All right. Oh, how do you guys? You're
chili fries. It all depends on what's in it.
lots of cheese, right?
Yeah.
Definitely lots of cheese. All right, here we go, guys. Now, I know you remember this problem, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, if you want to buy 3 1/4 yards of brown fabric, all right, so Ellis, what do I have to do for number 10, even though we haven't done it yet? Tell me.
3 and 4 times.
Exactly. And tell me what that is.
That is
32 and a half, or we would say what? $32.50 since we're dealing with money. Number 11, Miss Bragdon, go.
I did 2 and 1/2 times 30.
And what did I get? $75. Caroline, how about 12? 5 3/8 times, which is, and then Connor, you're going to do 13, so be ready. How much? Now remember, what we want to do now is change it to a decimal. So hit your second decimal. You know what I'm saying? The fraction to decimal. And what did it come out to be? Is that right? Did she get that?
I got 40.
All right, try it again. Hey, don't worry. Don't, just relax, okay? Try it again. 5 3/8 times 8. What did you guys get?
43.
$43. Caroline, are you okay with that? Yeah. All right. Don't worry, girl. All right. Don't. Just be careful. All right. Who did I say was doing this one? Connor. What do we got?
10 3/4 yards of pink fabric. And so you do 10 3/4 times 7.
And what is that? Switch calculators for a second. What's the matter?
Here, just use this.
What happened to that calculator? Oh, because you're typing it in wrong. That's what I was trying to tell you. Okay. So come on. Good job. $75.25. Thank you very much. All right. Now, Vivian, you have $100, and you need to buy all the green fabric you can. How much green fabric can I buy? What would I do?
You would divide 100 by 18.
Good. And when I do 100 divided by 18?
5
Yeah. Is that right? You hit the second button, and then the fraction and the decimal. That's the D button. Remember that? Did that work out? Did you get it now? Type it in. Do, what was 100 divided by 18? Let's do that. Second. Yes. Now we want to convert it to next, right? So, what was your yeah. Well, you just, 5, repeating is 5 times. Okay? All right. Here we go. Let's move on. All right. Here's our sourdough. It says a recipe for sourdough calls for 2 7/8 cups of rye, 4 3/4 cups of flour. All together, I would need, Sebastian, what for number 15? What do I have to do?
So
You just add them together. Thank you. 5 over what? 5 over 8 cups. Good. Everybody happy with that? All right. Number 16. A piece of lumber that was 4.5 inches shrunk by, or shrunk down to 4 3/32 inches. All right. What is the difference in thicknesses? Abby, what? But tell me how to do it, though. Because it gives you a clear, it says difference, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. 4 1/2 minus 4 3/32. What does that come out to be? You all right?
I got
13 over 32. Is everybody happy with that?
Yep.
All right. A rectangle has a, this was the good one. A rectangle has a perimeter of 8 1/4 centimeters. The 2 shorter sides are 1 1/2. What is the length of the larger side? And I want you to go ahead and explain it all to me. So tell me what to do.
Okay, so the shorter sides measure 1 1/2 each, so you have to add them together.
That's right.
And then 8 1/4 minus 3.
So now she did 8 1/4. Hold up though. So what I want to tell everybody is we would do 1 1/2 times 2 first. And that was 3, correct?
Yeah.
And then we did 8 1/4 minus 3, which is
5 1/4.
5 1/4. Now what do we have to do?
Divide it by 2.
Yeah, because they were equal lengths, right?
Right.
So now we have to divide that by 2, and that was what?
2
2
and 5/8.
5/8 centimeters. Right? Is that our bell this time?
No.
Get out
Okay.
12.
Thank you so much. So we got time, man. We might be able to finish this up. So let's try to pick up the pace. Right? Does anybody have any questions with that one? All right, very similar. All right, next. You are cutting fabric for placemats that are 15 1/8 inches wide. If you have a piece of 100 1/2 inches, how many placemats can you make? Who remembered how to do this one? Tell me, Julian.
On the last one, you divide by 2 because you multiply by 2. Is that why?
No, because there were 2 sides of the triangle or the rectangle that were missing.
Oh,
Okay? Now, the other Julian, did you know how to do number 18?
You divide it.
That's right. Very nice work,
And
buddy.
you divide 15 and 1/8 divided by 100.
Now you just said it backwards. Which one's the total?
Oh,
Which one's the total?
the second one. So
Right.
100 or
100 and 1/2.
divided
And we're
by-
dividing it into pieces that are 15 and an eighth inch. So divide that out for me.
That is 13 and 27 over 121.
Did it?
I think I divided it.
Come on now. Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, I
man.
did.
Come on.
No.
100. 15 and 1. Divided by 15 and 1/8. Yes, divide that. Anybody else get 13 and no?
I got 6 and 78.
Yeah.
So 100 ABC 1 ABC 2 divided by 15 ABC 1 6 and what did you get?
78.
Oh, okay.
Come on. 6 and 78 over 121. However, can you do 78 over 121 as a placemat? So your answer is just 6. Your answer is just 6. This is a wrong answer now, guys. If you leave it like that, that's going to be wrong tomorrow. You understand you can't have a part of a placemat, right?
Right.
So you got to change that. All right, make sure you know you can only make 6. All right, now letter A. How far did you walk over these 5 days? What do I have to do?
You
Add them up. So quickly, add those up for me. All right? Caroline, did you add them up already? What did you get when you added them? 16 and 3/8. Anybody else get that?
Yep.
All right. So now, what was the average distance walked? 3 and what?
3 and 11.
Is that right? 3 and 11/40ths. And don't forget, these are miles. These are miles. All right? Now it says, how much further did you walk on Tuesday than Monday? What do I have to do? Yeah, but how do I do that? You remember? How many more is?
I did 4 and 1/2 minus.
You are awesome, girl. 4 and 1/2 minus 3 and 3/4. What did you say that was? 3/4. 3/4 of a what? Mile. Very good. Ooh, a tricky one. Who remembers what range was?
Oh.
What is
The
it?
highest minus the lowest.
Yay, very good. The highest minus the lowest. So tell me what you did. What numbers are we going to be using?
I did 5 and 1/8 minus 2/3.
Very nice work, buddy. 5 and 1/8 minus 2/3. And we're waiting.
5 and 1/8.
No, not divided by.
No, minus.
Minus 2/3, I thought.
Oh.
Somebody help me. 5 and 1/8 minus 2/3.
4 and 11 over 24.
4.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. 4 and 11 over 24. 4 and 11 over 24. All right? That was good if you knew that. All right, now this, remember, just means what? 3/4 divided by 8/3. And somebody tell me what that is? 9 over 32. Is everybody happy with that? 9 over 32. All right. Now, these are the tricky ones now. You set up an inline skating course 21 feet long. You want a cone every 3.5 feet, but this one we spent a lot of time. This is the same one. So what was the answer? 5 cones. All right, because we did that same one. I think I put that on here again just because people had trouble, and I wanted them to practice drawing it out if they needed to. Does anybody need me? Yes. And I'm telling you, if you learn to draw things out, you'll be in good shape. All right, I'm going to change it up tomorrow, though. There's going to be a question like this where you're going to have to draw it out, and the only way you're going to get it right is if you draw it properly. All right, so make sure you learn to draw these figures. All right. Now, 22, a water cooler contains 10 gallons. If you drink 2/3 of a gallon each day, How long will the water last? Sebastian.
So you have to do 10.
That's correct.
10 gallons. No, sorry, 10.
Right? Then what?
Divided by.
Yes, good job. 10 divided by 2/3 worked out to be what?
I got 15.
15.
15 days.
15 days. Very good. All right, I only got a couple more left, guys, so let's see if we can knock it out. The winner for class president got 3/5 the vote. What fraction did the loser get? Yeah, I think we did this one also. And so the winner got 120, and the loser got 80. Now remember, what we did was we took 3/5 times 200, that's the winner. And then we did 2/5 times 200 is equal to the loser. All right? 24. Now you're just doing what? 15 divided by 3/4, and somebody tell me what that is. I think it's 20. Double check yourself now. Double checking.
That's 22. Oh, wait, 20 and
20, right? And 20, what was that? 20.
I meant to say.
Wow. I'm glad we don't have that on tape. All right, here we go. Now for 25, we have 2 times 4 2/3 minus 5/6 plus 3 8/9. Type that in. Someone tell me. Go. 12 and 7 over 18. Feels good, doesn't it? 12 and 7 over 18. All right. For 26, we do 3/4 times 4 2/3 plus 6 divided by 5/6. And somebody tell me what that is. 10 and 7/10. Anybody else? Please confirm that. I need someone else. 10 and 7/10. Everybody good? All right. Now, c squared on your calculator, you could just do 3 8/9 and then hit the square button. Or you could just go 3 8/9 times 3 8/9. Does everybody see that? And somebody tell me what that is.
Oh, I got 15 and 10 over 81.
15 and 10 over 81. Everybody comfortable with that? And now, finally, A divided by B. So we have 4 and 2/3 divided by 5/6 times 3 8/9. Again, you type it straight into the calculator. And final answer. 21 and 7 over 9. Did anybody get that?
Yep.
All right, I'm pretty happy with that, guys. Now listen, please study, study, study. Have a great day. But also listen, go back and the other worksheet, right? I'm going to pull questions from these worksheets. Everybody with me? Nothing's going to be fancy. Nothing's going to be tricky. I'm going to put a couple trick questions in there where you have to draw the pictures out and do the cones properly. Is everybody with me on this? All right, make sure you study some and know how to use the calculator. All right, and preferably have your own calculator tomorrow. But if not, I'm going to put them up next week, so you have to have it by then.